be before you long with this video. I am currently amongst the mother of her son and all his countless friends dealing with the loss of the unaliving of Tilo, college graduate from A&M University in Huntsville, Alabama. And I just wanted to share my grief with you all. It has been a long day, and in this day I discovered a little bit more about my son. I don't want this to be a sad video. I want it to be a remembrance. I remember when I first met Tilo, I thought he was pushing up on my son to try to threaten him, and found out he loved him to death. And from that day forward, we had love in our hearts for one another, and he always called me Mom. This young man was literally a son. Every time I ran into him in the city, he's like, "Hey, Ma," smiling ear to ear, saying, "Do you need anything? What you doing? What you been up to?" And we would converse and part our ways. The last time that I saw him, I had graduation party for my son, and I hadn't seen him in a while. And he came in, and I saw his face. He said, "Hey, Mom," grinning like he does. And I just was like, "Oh, my son, give me a hug. I haven't seen you." I remember before that on Juneteenth, I elected to go to a place called Envy, Club Envy. And I sat down to have a Juneteenth drink. And as an evangelist, I'm not worried about saying that, what you think about it, but at immediately all of Red Cup came and surrounded me because they had happened to be out that night, and came to give me a hug and say, "Hey, Mom, how are you doing? We miss you." And I said, "I'm on my way out the door. Since you guys are coming now, y'all making me feel old." But this young man, I had a situation with someone there, and I said, "Walk me out the door and pretend like we're together so that this person will see to leave me alone." And he did that. He walked me out the door with his arm around me, and we just laughed and talked about it all the way to the door. I said, "Thanks, I needed that." I'm saying all this because I'm cheering myself up, because we're in a time where gun violence is unnecessary. He happened to get shot, and 7 other people got wounded, and 1 other person passed away. And I want you all to pray for the young people. God rest his soul. I know he's in heaven. I talked to his mom today. She came down to get his car towed, and he just wasn't going out that night. His car was down, and someone kept insisting to him, "Come out and ride with me." And the guy left with his girlfriend, and he was still stranded there and left there. And all of a sudden, the fight broke out between 2 girls, and next thing you know, 7 people got shot, and he was one of them, and he didn't make it. And I want to ask you all for prayers for the family and for myself, for my son. I hugged my son with my arms after I found out what happened, and I saw him in the bathroom and asked him, was he okay? And he broke down on my shoulder and cried like real men cry. I don't know if you know, but real men do cry. And I let him just get it out away from everyone, because he's always trying to be the strong one and the leader. And yes, my godson lost his life through senseless gun violence. Someone in the audience, in the crowd rather, pulled out an AK and started spraying with it. We need gun laws. We need laws that will have only certain individuals have a gun at a certain age, 25 or older. be able to possess a firearm and have limitations on what they can do, because it's a thin line between self-defense and taking a whole crowd on and shooting them. So I just wanted to get on here and ask for your prayers. I'm going to list the Cash App in my description if you want to donate. Not Cash App, Chime. I don't have Cash App. But if you want to donate to the family, please do so by taking your camera on the QR code that I'll try to put into this video. I just want to say, God rest your soul, Tilo. You will never be missed. You will never be forgotten, rather. And his mom said he used to sing in the choir. I didn't know that. And that he was on the usher board as a young man. That says a lot. And I want you to know that the scripture says that we lay our life down. It's not taken from us. So I believe on the way to the hospital, he just felt like, I'm ready to leave this world, Lord. I'm not happy. I'm tired. And if I have the opportunity to go now and be with you, I want to go. He's just that kind of guy. His smile brightened the room, and he was such a gentleman. And I believe that his death is going to cause many to get saved, resurrected, set free from whatever they're going through, because they're going to experience the fact that their friend, their brother, their comrade, their homie is gone, and he won't be coming back, not in this lifetime. So you all pray for the family. Pray for me to be strong enough to get in a place like an evangelist should and make arrangements so these young men and women that are hurting will have a memorial service here in the state, so that no one has to travel 2 hours. But we loved him with the love of the Lord. He was at every get-together I had, and they ate my cooking, which says a lot. But I just want to remember him as good, sweet, courageous, loving, and kind. And both my son and my stepson have an apartment together. And it started off with just being friends with my son. And then the next day, every day, he and my stepson called each other every single day. And I also want to say that things like this, when you find out who's done it, it's easy to want to get that person shot and killed, an eye for an eye. But I'm here to tell you that eye for an eye is not a good route. Let God do the rest. Vengeance is mine, I shall repay, saith the Lord. So I want to dedicate this video to Tilo. And if you're listening, Tilo, I love you, I love you, I love you. And you never forgot, every time you saw me, just to come and tell me, I love you, Mom. So I'm going to sign out. It was a short video. Just wanted to get on here real quick. Hello to everyone in the chat. Please pray for the family and pray for myself and my family. I'd appreciate it. Thank you, and have a blessed day. I'll be coming back with an update on Jay-Z and Rihanna next. So I want to let you know now. I'm getting ready to do that right now.